Right. I think we're live. If you just let me know in the chat for the people that are watching at the moment, if you can hear me okay and if the video is good. From what I'm seeing, the quality doesn't look amazing from here. So do let me know, please, ladies and gents. That would be great. And then we'll wait for some more viewers to sign on, and we'll get on with it. Start discussing the new series, the YachtMaster, which I have to say I'm very, very excited about. So yeah, let me know. All good, great. How's the video quality, guys? Is it okay, or is it a bit grainy? Because on my computer it looks quite grainy, but it's saying that the stream status is excellent. Okay, good. Thank you everyone for letting me know. That's good. Brilliant. Right. Well, everybody, welcome to a Super Yacht Captain live. So there's been a lot of changes since the departure of Awol. So Awol's now been changed. The name's been changed to Away, and been working on other projects. Now, about I think it must be almost 2 months ago now. Some of you may remember that I did a live stream talking about what's next and what's the future. And one of the projects I mentioned was that I was going to go on board boats, smaller yachts that are owner operated, and create a series training the owners how to improve their skills when operating their boat, improve their handling, communication, passage planning, weather reading. And that is exactly what we've done. So we've got now 10 boats signed up. The smallest boat is a 27 foot. The biggest boat is 72 foot. All different types of drive systems. So we've got stern drives. We've got a single screw on the Nordhaven. So that's going to be interesting. It's been a while since I operated a single screw. For those of you that are boaters, you probably know that single screws are probably one of the most demanding boats for handling. So that's going to be an interesting episode. Got IPS drives. So IPS are the joystick. They're operated by joystick, built by Volvo Penta. We got twin screws, and I think one of the boat has also what we call Arneson drives, which are the surface piercing propellers. So yeah, we've got a few Sunseekers. We've got 3 Sunseekers. Got a Rinker 27 Nordhaven. Got a Princess. What else we got? We've got a Green Line 45. Got a Fairline. Got a DeFever. And a Vicem 51. So interesting selection of boats. And so what's going to happen? I'm starting on the 3rd of April, flying to Spain. And we'll be going on board 3 boats in Spain. One on the Costa del Sol, where I started my yachting career all those years ago. Spending 2-3 days on each boat. And then I'm going up the east coast of Spain. Then Denmark, France, Italy, Croatia, Greece, Turkey, and Malta. And it's great. I'm very thankful that these owners have all agreed to be filmed and for the videos to go onto YouTube. The purpose of the YachtMaster series is to use those videos as educational videos. So for boating enthusiasts, potential future boat buyers, so if you're a new boat buyer, existing boat owners that want to improve their existing skills, they will be teaching videos. So I'll be going on board, and the idea of each episode is, every owner, they've already been driving their boats, so it's to increase their skills. So really, I'll be going on board, and the first part of the video will be me watching them, how they operate their boats, and taking notes. So I want to see where their weaknesses are and where their strengths are. And once I see their weaknesses, the idea is to grow those weaknesses into strengths. Every owner that I've spoken to, they all say their weaknesses are, docking and leaving the port, which is very common. I've seen that time and time again, that, owners go out on their boats and they operate their boats themselves. And when they come in at the end of the day, late afternoon, it might be a bit windy, sometimes they have issues docking the boat, or, if it's husband and wives, they end up, screaming or shouting at each other. And I've seen it time and time again. So hopefully, existing boat owners on the smaller boats will find benefits of this video, this video series. Now, one thing I do want to say is the way it's been set up to give the owners the initiative to take part of this is I've offered my time on board is completely free of charge. So the owners are being charged nothing for my time, okay? The only costs they are covering are my travel expenses and accommodation expenses, so hotel and flights. So the way I worked it out is, obviously I need to pay for my time. Is what I've done is we've got a sponsor and been working on it for a very long time. And I'm very thankful that this sponsor is covering the 10 episodes, the whole series 1 of the YachtMaster. So the sponsor is, some of you already may know them, a company called Awol, right? I've worked with them in the past. They've done sponsored content in the past. So what Awol do is they do, all the inflatables that we have on super yachts, and also they sell inflatables to hotel resorts, private people or companies, and they do things like platforms. They do the party banner. They do land, like they do inflatable like bars and massage tables. So the reality is, I know a lot of you don't like the fact we do sponsorships, but without them, this whole video series would be not possible. So I want to first of all say a huge thank you to Mark Anastasia, who's the founder of Awol, and his entire team for believing in this project, because this has never been done before. Nobody has managed to get on board 10 different yachts and teaching the owners and filming it. So it's a completely new, unique concept. So I'm very excited about it. I'm very fortunate to have this platform on YouTube to be able to take what I've learned over the last 20 years, my experience, my licenses, and my knowledge, and to share that with existing owners. A lot of you were hoping that I'll go on a different yacht, but I'm very excited about this new project, and it's something completely different. And I think you guys, the viewers, would be quite intrigued to see how we do it. We've got the owners are all different nationalities, so we've got English, Irish, we've got Dutch, American, a few Germans, Maltese, and possibly one or two others that I've forgotten, but it will all be in English. So it'll be interesting teaching, different nationalities, different cultures, to see how they handle things. So the filming will start, as I mentioned, beginning of April. So I'll be filming over 2 months. I'll be taking something like 23 different flights to get to all these different boats, and spending 2-3 days on each boat. And then the first episode, we hope to go out, depending on editing, assuming everything goes according to plan, we hope for the videos to start going out on Friday, the 17th of June. And then it'll be 10 episodes, so it'll be weekly episodes. It'll be every Friday from the 17th of June. So you have nice content to watch for the entire summer. Interestingly, I had a lot of requests for boat owners from the States and also from Dubai. So I think if this series does well and you guys, the viewers, enjoy it, and you want to see maybe a season 2 of the YachtMaster, I might be doing a season 2 either in Dubai or in the States. But we got to first of all start with season 1. So that's it, really. That's pretty much the YachtMaster. Again, a big thank you to Awol. Thank you to the owners. I hope they do see value in this as well. And yeah, honestly, I'm really excited. For those of you that don't know, the beginning of my yachting career, my first 5 years of my yachting career, I worked for a company in Spain called Marina Marbella. And the company managed hundreds of boats, and it's all smaller boats. And part of my job towards the later years of working for Marina Marbella was doing what we call client boat handovers. So for new clients that were buying boats for the first time, or existing clients that were upgrading boats, I will go on board with them and spend between a day and 5 days, depending on their ability, teaching them how to operate their particular boat, how to maneuver, do things, how to anchor, how to call up ports, your typical, boating requirements. And I remember I really enjoyed the teaching side. I really got a knack for it. Really enjoyed it, and I also enjoy the pressure of it, because when you're operating your own boat, you know, there is pressure, but when you're teaching something to operate and you're not at the controls, it takes a certain kind of mindset and calmness to, you know, to teach these boat owners. So yeah, I think it's be a very cool series. I'm super excited. Not long now, so flying in about three weeks time, and I'll do some Instagram stories of, you know, the filming behind the scenes. So if you don't follow me already, it's super-yacht Captain 1 on Instagram. So follow that. I'll put some stories up, all different locations, and yeah, that's it. So what I'll do now, guys, that's basically the YachtMaster. I'll go through some of your questions you may have about the series. So do try and ask questions about the series. I can see already that one of the boat owners is already on the chat here. But I'll do all the introductions on the actual video, on the video series. So let's see any questions. Good. Going to Denmark as well, that'd be cool. So going to Denmark for the it's a 45-foot Fairline Targa. So looking forward to that one. The first boat, I honestly think the smallest boat of the series is a 27-foot Rinker with a single stern drive, which I think is the most common drive amongst boaters. So I think a lot of existing boat operators or new boat buyers will find that video particularly interesting and of use as well. Did you or will you do sailing vessels? So no sailing vessels. If you don't know, I've got zero experience with sailing boats. The entire series is all power yachts and motor yachts. So yeah, no sailing, guys. Hi Tristan, I think you should pop in and see Richard with Project Sunseeker rebuild. So yeah, if you've not been following, Nick from Aquaholic has been following the build, or a rebuild better said, or a refit of this beautiful Sunseeker. And the guys have done a fantastic job. I would love to see it. But unfortunately, my tour doesn't include going to the UK. However, if I get invites, say over the summer when they plan to launch the boat, I would love to go and give a little test drive and maybe make a video for you guys. But I'm sure Nick from Aquaholic is all over that. This is very cool. There are people who have been boating for years and still get very nervous about docking. That's true. The reality is with the docking side of operating your own boat, when it's flat calm and there's no wind and no current, it's relatively easy if you understand the handling. The moment there's a bit of wind, say on the beam or on the bow, is when people start making mistakes. And that's where I want to take the owners' levels up and to give them, you know, some more confidence. Tristan's first client is Nick, then David Seal, and then Jared. Yeah. After this, are you going on another yacht? No. So as I mentioned in the live stream I did about almost 2 months ago now, so for the immediate future, for the next at least year or two, I won't be captaining any of the super yachts. I'll be focusing on this series, and also been working a lot with Mortlock Yachts. If you don't know, Mortlock Yachts, we're doing charter and sales. And also with the channel, working with, at the moment, 3, potentially 4 other boat companies. But these things, it's quite interesting to get a decision made. It seems to take quite a long time. But as the news comes in and then the contracts get signed, I'll let you guys know. But it could be very exciting. This summer could be exciting as well. There are a few boats a few projects that I'm working on that, again, it's something that's never been done before. But let's hope that these boat builders want to go ahead with it. Anyway, for now, focusing here on the YachtMaster, which is really exciting. I see Lee is watching, so Lee will appear on episode 1. He's saying he's pretty nervous. Nothing to be nervous about. It's not about being nervous. It's about you improving your own skills. And all it takes is all I'm going to say is a few words, and it's going to click. Certain things will just click. You think, oh, that makes perfect sense. Will we get walkthrough on all these boats? Yep. So we'll do, so with the series on every boat, there'll be obviously a walkthrough, so you get to see the boat. We'll do an introduction with the particular owner, share a little bit of information. Some owners are more private than others. Talk about a bit more of their boating experience, their boating history, and then see where they are and then improve their ability. So basically, there'll be like a beginning of the video where you'll see their ability then, and hopefully by the end of the video, you'll see that they're, you know, miles above what they were when they started. While you are at each location, could you explore the possibilities of a water-based holiday at the location, boat rental, charters? Unfortunately not. So the focus, because I'm only 2-3 days on each boat, the focus is improving the boat owner's skills. You know, doing other things. If I have time, I will, but I'm not going to make any false promises. It's about helping boat operators improve their skills, improve their communication, and at the end of the day, make their whole boating experience more enjoyable because they feel more confident. A lot of boat owners coming in at the end of the day to port, they get a bit anxious, quite nervous, quite you know, short with their other halves when they're docking, shall we say. Will you be teaching any of the Russian oligarchs how to drive their boats now their staff are being dismissed? That's quite a funny one, actually. Oh dear. I like that clip. So Cliff has said, at the end of each episode, telling you that you have to say, you're the captain now. I like that. That's cool. That should be the end of each episode. I like it. Thanks for that, Cliff. Yeah, so guys, I see there's a lot of questions about the Russian oligarchs. So what I'll suggest you do is, I did a live stream a few days ago about it, but if you watch E. Sisman's channel, he's doing like news updates. So he has a lot more information than I do. So go and check out his channel as well if you're interested in what's happening with the Russian boats. So Gabrielle has said, if you have no experience with sailing vessels, you should come with me. Yeah, not really my thing. Did you find that some people get boats bigger than their ability? I think there's probably 1 or 2 boats that I was quite surprised that they were owner operated. But I'm welcoming the challenge. One of the boats I'm going on board, it's interesting. It's a couple, and they had an incident on their boat. I think it's pre-COVID, where I think they knocked that they hit 1 or 2 other boats when docking in very strong winds. And after that, it completely knocked their confidence and they lost the enjoyment of using the boat. And I think what the discussion I had with the owner, I think me coming on board will be kind of make or break. So if they don't feel confident after I've left, and they may sell the boat after that incident they had. So my goal with them is, I think in those 3 days, I can bring their confidence level back up to where it needs to be, so they can maneuver their boat into their berth at the end of the day without getting too much anxiety, you know, too many arguments, you know, between them. Yeah, no, I mean, the range, I think, you know, the 72 foot I was kind of surprised that it was owner operated, but we'll see when we get on board. It'll be interesting. Okay. I spoke with Aquabanners before. Since they are sponsoring, would they be willing to shoot a video on board on these boats to show how to inflate and take down their party banner? That's from Dave. Again, that's interesting. So when I was talking to Mark Anastasia from Aquabanners and his team, one of the conversations we had was, would it be possible to take the boat out, drop the anchor, and use show how to inflate their inflatables? But like I said to them, the issue is, because we got such a small amount of time on board each boat, I want to maximize that time in improving the owner's ability. But what I've asked Mark to do in every episode, there will be a segment that we talk about the sponsor. We have to talk about the sponsor, and they're going to put a video together to show you guys, what they do, what they can provide. So be sure, if you're watching this, guys, please do me a favor. Just go onto their Instagram and just give them a follow and say that thank them for sponsoring this, because without them, this wouldn't happen. Are you missing Awol? So some days I do miss it, but I think the great thing is with these kind of things that you create your memories, and you can, sometimes things can drag on a bit. So I think Awol was sold at the right time, and looking forward to doing new things and using, as I said earlier, using my experience and my knowledge as on a teaching platform like YouTube, where hopefully thousands of people can use it and improve their own boating skills. Because I think with the content I was doing on Awol, there's only so many videos you can do about docking, departure, how we do certain things. And although I enjoyed it, and you guys, the viewers, enjoyed it, it started to become from a content point of view, it started for me becoming a little bit samey, and it started becoming not as exciting as it once was when I first started off. Whereas I think with the YachtMaster now, I feel that hunger and that fire again, to get on board, to teach, to put it onto video, and to showcase what we can do with these owners. Do you have a set curriculum on board? That's a very good question. So every owner I've spoken to, they've all discussed their strengths and their weaknesses. As I mentioned, when I first go on board, I just want to spend the first half an hour watching them, how they do things, and then just improving what they do. So we're doing things like pre-departure checks, weather checking, how they do that. I want to see how they do that, how they operate their boat when leaving the berth, how, if it's husband and wife, which is most cases, how they're communicating with each other. Once they're out, how they're doing their passage plan from point A to point B, how they're dropping the anchor, and just to kind of get understanding how they're using the boat and just seeing their weaknesses and improving on those weaknesses. Most of them will be mostly lot of docking practicing, because here in the mid, the reality is once you're outside the port, the weather's good, it's pretty straightforward. You go from point A to point B, it's not too difficult. But when you're coming in, in the afternoons here in the Med, in the summer, the wind tends to pick up. So when you're coming in, it can be a bit windy and a bit tricky to dock your boat. So you're not going to be a build captain after all. No. So you misunderstood. So the other project was following a build. I was never going to be a build captain. The shipyard in Holland wants me to go and vlog the build process. I never said I was going to be the build captain, so that'd be quite interesting to vlog that. But still working on that one. It's a slow burner. Again, anything like that, any updates, I'll keep you guys posted of what's happening. Brian says, please include a blooper reel. I like to know I'm not the only one making mistakes. That's not a bad idea, actually, Brian. So once the series is finished, we'll do maybe a blooper reel. Hopefully not crashing any boats. We'll see. Has Tristan gone orange Dale Winton since a few days ago live stream? Do I look a bit too orange? I think it's the color of the... I'll show you, actually. Maybe it's the color of the light. Is that more white? Is that less orange now? I like that a little bit more. I get orange and it makes me look a bit more tanned, Right. Will each episode be with just one boat owner, or will more than one episode be shot with the same owner? So each episode will represent one boat and the owner. And in some cases, we've got husband and wife. I believe with the first boat, we've got father and son, which will be quite interesting. So looking forward to that. Have you helped people before improve their skills? Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, during my time at Marina Marbella, it was part of my job was doing handovers and teaching clients how to operate their boats. Again, teaching stern drives, outboards, even jet drives, single screw, twin screw. So lots of experience teaching. But it's been a while since I've done teaching, so I'm looking forward to it. Did you always feel like as captain you are training your crew to be captains? As captain, you always feel that you want to share your knowledge, whether or not those crew want to be captains or not. You're constantly sharing your knowledge and giving them perspective of how things operate on board yachts. So yeah, you're always trying to share stuff. When are you in Croatia? Going to when am I going to Croatia? Croatia is 3rd of May. Going to Croatia. 3rd of May. How's that work? Great, guys. Cool. I think. Are you going to be a marriage counselor also? That's quite interesting. So I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times not a lot of times, I've seen over the years, a lot of boats coming in and they're struggling to dock the boat, owner operated, and you always see wife and husband kind of like shouting at each other. And it's completely unnecessary. It's part of my goal is to teach the communication. So the videos that I've done at Awol over the years that you guys have been watching, you see when we communicate with each other over the radios, it's always very calm and it's very to the point. We don't drag on our messages. So, if I'm docking the boat, I'll have, say, Jason on the stern and he'll be like, okay, 3 meters starboard, 8 meters, to the dock, come more to port. So that every message is exactly all I need to know without dragging it on and very calm. And part of my training on board is going to be teaching that calmness, teaching the owners how to relax and how to always be in control of your boat. And if you feel like you're losing control of your boat, what's critical is to put your boat into a position where you feel you're back in control again. And then you can think about what your maneuver, what you need to do next. Do you think with modern technology, cameras, sensors, it will be possible one day to handle a yacht up to 24 meters as a single person? So Lizzie is 23.5 meters. My first season on that boat, I was running it solo. So yes, I know it's possible. I've done it myself. Do most yacht owners get extensive training when they buy a yacht? I wouldn't say they get extensive training. I think what they will do, most owners will go to, well, in the UK at least, they'll go to an RYA training center. They'll either get their powerboat level 2, maybe their day skipper, and some owners, in extreme case, they get their YachtMaster. When they buy a boat, the seller, so the brokerage, they will provide either a skipper or captain and do maybe a day or 2 of training. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's extensive training they get, but really what you learn when you're out on the water and you're doing it physically. So you just need to keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. Need the weather to teach docking. Will you need the weather to teach docking? Not really. So the one thing we can't control during this whole series is obviously the weather. So there will be some good days and there will be some bad days. So it's got to, kind of wing it, I guess, play it by ear. Okay, my boat is an Azimuth 43. Hello from Texas. I've always liked the channel because I learned. That's great. Thank you. That's interesting, Cliff. You said you should continue with the cruise stories. I was thinking about that actually yesterday. Um, there's something that happened to me during the not happened to me. It's an interesting story during the Fort Lauderdale boat show, the end of last year, which I'm thinking about sharing, but I'm not sure. I've got to think about it a little bit more. Will you be going from boat to boat? So yeah, the way it's broken up. So pretty much I'll go on the first boat, and then after the first boat, I think I'm taking 3 or 4 days off to see friends and family. And then between the second, third, and fourth boat, they're all back to back. So it'll be going to Spain, first boat to Spain, then I think 3 or 4 days off, and then going to the east coast of Spain, do a boat there, and then immediately the next day doing a boat there, then the next day flying to Copenhagen, doing a boat there, then I fly back to Nice. I've got a break in Nice for a few days, and then after that I head to, to Turkey, and then as I mentioned, Croatia, Corfu in Greece, Bari, Italy, and then Malta and France. A life more boating. If you need a hand, let me know. It's interesting. I think season 1, I'm doing it all by myself. So I'll be setting up. I think I've got 4 or 5 GoPros I'm setting up and microphones and stuff. If it's a success, seeing how it goes, I think if we do a season 2 of the YachtMaster, I'll probably bring one extra person with me, but needs to be like a camera operator, drone operator, so I can, get those even more better shots, whereas instead of hanging the fixed cameras everywhere. So we'll see. How long will each episode be? That's a great question, actually. So we've agreed with Agua Banners that it'll be between 10 and 20 minutes. I don't want the videos to drag on too much, and I don't want to be too short either. So depending on the content that we manage to get in on board each boat, it will vary between 10 and 20 minutes. And what's critical is that the content throughout is useful and helpful to you guys, really. Will you be visiting any shipyards? No. So like I said, so the schedule is very tight. So my focus is get on board the boats, do the training, go to the next boat, get on board, do the training. I might do on a few of the locations on the last day. I'm leaving the following day, like late morning. So on the last day in the evenings, I might be doing meetups if anybody's interested. I know there's a lot of followers on this channel from Malta, but if anybody's interested, I might be doing meetups. So we'll see what the demand is. Cool, guys. I think I've answered all the questions. I just want to stress again a big thank you to the owners that are participating. I think the owners that are watching, a lot of fellow boat operators will really appreciate you guys doing this. So thank you to all 10 owners. And again, a big thank you to Agua Banners, Mark, Anastasia and his team. Guys, thank you very much, because again, without them, it wouldn't be possible. So for you guys to follow us, please go and give them a follow on Instagram and just maybe send them a message that, hopefully you guys appreciate them sponsoring this. So yeah, there we go. I think that's it. I think we've talked about everything, and looking forward to it. And that's it, guys. I think end the live stream there. Thank you all so much for joining me on this Friday, Friday afternoon, Friday evening. And I think possibly next Friday, maybe doing another live stream on another project I'm working with, but it might be the Friday after. Once it's confirmed, I will let you guys know some additional projects we're working on for the rest of the summer, actually. That's something completely different. Anyway, guys, I wish you all a fantastic weekend. Really excited about the YachtMaster. So I've got the YachtMaster. We're getting some t-shirts and things made up. So if you're interested in that, do let me know, because I'm getting some made up for me for the filming. But if you're interested in having some for yourselves, maybe I'll put it on the merchandise. But again, it's only a 10 episode thing, so I'm not sure there'll be too much demand for that. But let me know. I'll get some caps and stuff. All right, guys, take it easy. Update you guys again soon. And if you have any, ideas about the YachtMaster, how we can improve the videos or something we should add in, then do send me a message on Instagram. So Instagram is super-yacht-captain1. Be sure to follow us there as well. Guys, take care. I'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao.